They're talking about their defense with Hank Buller, and you see what they're trying to do. It looks like they're going to get, there's Reggie Williams, he's talking about getting more scrape. Looks like they want to play their linebackers a little more tight.
Fred Dean and his group coming in from the 49ers sideline. Hank Buller, who Forrest Gregg described as having a lot of schemes.
A lot of schemes, a lot of tricks.
Second down and 7. Passing down for Cincinnati. They got a guy who can do it. Outside Collinsworth, he can't hang on. Dean is out there quickly, thinking possibly it might have been a lateral, but it wasn't.
It was interesting in that last drive. Cincinnati had a lot of success with 3 wide receivers in the game. They started on first down with 3 wide receivers, and now we see on this down they're going to have 4 wide receivers.
4 wide receivers. This time they've got Verser and Kreider all in the game. Two to the left and 2 to the right. Johnson, the deep back. Anderson scrambles. Anderson runs out of bounds. Not much he could do. Bobby Leopold knocked him out of bounds. Collinsworth lost a shoulder pad strap as well as a chin strap. Tough day, tough play for Chris.
That's what he told you the other day. He said the program says I'm a rookie, and the newspapers say I'm a rookie, but this body tells me I'm not.
McAnally in the direction of Solomon, who puts up the fair catch signal, but there's a penalty marker down. Has to be a Bengal illegally downfield, I think.
Nails a man downfield, number 36, decline, first down.
They'll take over at the 15. It was Jim Hargrove who was down too quickly, and Bill Walsh deep in thought. 20-7 he leads. That is Sean Weatherly, a former Miss Universe, whose regular companion is Dwight Clark, number 87 for the 49ers.
What a year they've had. They're both alumni of Clemson, who was #1 in the colleges, and here they are in the Super Bowl, leading 20-7.
Dwight Clark's had a good year on and off the field. Earl Cooper swinging to the left, swarmed on by Ross Browner. Underneath Jim LeClaire.
This Cincinnati Bengal team looks like a different team this second half, don't they, than they did the first. I mean, they're crisp on offense, they're sharp, they're moving very well on defense.
Doing just exactly what you said they had to do and what you thought they'd do. Don't come out firing from the hip. Stick to what you do best. San Francisco has -7 yards so far in this half. 7:54 left in the third quarter. Draw play to Bill Ring. Hit down by Eddie Edwards.
Well, the thing is, we could say that the 49ers are turning conservative in the second half, but I don't believe that, because what they've had is they've really had some poor field position. I think that Bill Walsh and Joe Montana would like to get a little better field position before they start really opening up.
And now the Bengals make some substitutions. They come in with a pass rush group that includes Mike St. Clair and Gary Burley, and an extra defensive back, Ray Griffin. Will they blitz? Will they blitz?
I think they may put pressure on Montana here, yes.
Montana rolls right to get away from it, throws upfield. That won't be a first down. It's complete to Ring. Ray Griffin knocked him out of bounds. Listen to the Cincinnati fans.
Well, they can feel it too. The Bengals came out this first half and they weren't really crisp like they are now. They got something there at halftime. As we said, they really look a lot different, don't they?
Miller again in for San Francisco, number 3. His 2 punts have been effective, 45.5-yard average. Mike Fuller is number 42. There's a guy who's glad this game is not outside.
Well, he has to wear a sock on one leg. Did you see that little red thing he has on his right leg? They call that a sock.
He hangs another one high and chases Fuller back deep. Fuller again gets it back close to midfield. Tina Turner made the tackle. Ken Anderson, who has scored the touchdown for the Bengals on a run, not a scramble. Alexander out wide to the left on the other side of Collinsworth. Fake. Anderson again tries to run. The penalty marker goes down. It's got to be a violation against Ross, the tight end, who was trying to block.
I'm sure you're right. That was Dan Ross, the tight end. He came out like he was trying to get a release, and then he was blocking the linebacker. I think he just held on to him. It was Willie Harper who he was blocking.
Holding, number 89, offense.
Watch him here now. See, the right hand starts out there. You see the right hand? That's outside the plane of the defensive man's body. So that was holding right off the bat. His first move was holding.
And that was continued holding throughout the entire block.
That was a lock on and hold on.
Got three wide receivers to the left. Anderson will look for him. He has Ross wide open. Ross cuts back upfield, gets to the 49er 44. And here comes another penalty marker down. That's going to be against Kreider, who hit Ronnie Lott after the play was over.
This is one thing in the heat of battle that you try and keep everyone calm. That's what Forrest Gregg is saying. He's saying, just calm down, just calm down. We have to play.
Personal foul, dead ball foul, count, down counts, so it is second down.
Dead ball foul. It applies in football and basketball.
See, now Ross is down. The play is over now. The whistle is blown. Now watch number 42, Ronnie Lott. And we'll see Steve Kreider come in from the right of your screen and hit him. See, the play's all over. Lott is relaxing, and that, of course, is a 15-yard penalty.
There can be no question about that. Again, three wide receivers, however. It'll be second down. That down counted. Anderson into the pocket. Dean chasing and has him. Fred Dean from behind.
That was the same pattern that they'd completed before. Now watch Fred Dean here. We'll see him start up the field and just take that outside move. See, Munoz gets his hands on him. Fred Dean just keeps playing. Watch, now he'll come in and he'll get Anderson from behind.
You couldn't say that was a bad job by Munoz.
No, he did a nice job, but it was a great job by Dean, who just stayed with it. Now see the three wide receivers, the three defensive backs all running with him. Real good coverage. That's why Anderson couldn't throw the ball.
Third and long, and Anderson will try to throw again. Again, Dean in pursuit. Deep for Collinsworth. He's open. Got it. Penalty marker down. Eric Wright was back there with him, but Collinsworth over the shoulder and to the outside.
What a great catch that was. You know, Collinsworth, Chris Collinsworth can run. He has good moves in the ins and outs, but he has great deep speed. He was, what, 4'5", wasn't he?
Right.
Defensive pass interference, number 21, decline, first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
What a comeback from the Bengals. After that, they had the penalty. They come right back. You see him give a little move there that held right. And then with that next step, he was able to go up the field and right by him. And what a catch. Going downfield, looking directly back over his head. Whew, what a throw and a catch.
Forrest Gregg said we had some doubts about him. Long legs, long arms, long neck. But we kept looking at that 4'5", and as soon as we saw him in camp, we knew we had us a jewel.
And he has been.
First down, Bengals. A 14-yard line at San Francisco. This is Alexander trying to cut back inside. Can't do much. 49er pursuit is excellent. Jack Reynolds, the hacksaw, first to arrive.
A lot of yelling by these people in orange.
That's the book on Anderson so far. 2nd and 9 from the 13. Anderson will put it up. Looking, can't find any place to go. That's the 4th sack by the 49ers. He gets back to the 15 for a loss of perhaps 2 yards.
And you see who that sack was? That was Jack Reynolds. You know, that time, I'm sure. Now watch him right here in front of our screen, 64. He starts on a blitz. Now, he is going to get right in front of Anderson. Don't let him run. I'm sure that's his assignment, and you see Hacksaw come in from behind and get him. They've had enough of that Anderson running, so now they let their defensive lineman rush, send the linebacker just for Anderson.
That Hacksaw was taped when he had his eggs for breakfast. Third down, 11. They put Kreider in motion. Anderson looking for time, throws. He has Ross. He had a first down at one time. 49ers knocked him backwards, and he had to come back to catch the pass.
This will be an interesting spot, because if he catches the ball there and he's knocked backwards, it should be a first down, but it's not. Now, watch this. Here's Dan Ross. You see, he's going to drive upfield on Carlton Williamson and drive back and make the catch. Now, to catch that ball, to beat Williamson, he had to work back a little, and that lost him the first down. So this is a big, big one, fourth and about a foot.
They're going to go. You question this at all, John?
I think this is going to go to Pete Johnson.
Johnson rambles for the first down to the 3. I was just going to ask you if you think Forrest Gregg ever had any doubt about going for it.
I don't think he did. When you have a fullback like Pete Johnson, who weighs over 250 pounds, you have to be able to make a yard. And you see when he hits that pile, the whole pile went backwards.
Cincinnati has 8 first downs in this quarter. San Francisco has 0. None.
What a difference a half makes.
Wow. Anderson up quickly. 49ers get in a late substitute. Anderson puts a man in motion. He again gives to Johnson, and Pete gets down close. Looks like he's about a half-yard short.
Well, that was an interesting formation. It was a split backfield. Now watch it. You see they get the motion to get a little thing in the secondary there, and they just hand to Pete Johnson. It's just straight ahead, man-to-man blocking. We see Blair Bush, number 58, does an excellent job of getting Johnson a little crease.
Bush put the block and the knock and the takedown on Archie Reese. Second down and goal for Cincinnati. Ball inside the 1. Johnson again. Johnson again. This time he is hit by Jack Reynolds and knocked backwards, if you can believe that.
We talk about Jack Reynolds and the way that he studies. He knows down here. Watch his determination. Look at that. This is goal line. This brings out everything in a person. Now watch it. He's watching Pete Johnson right away. He sees him. He goes right to the hole, turns up when Johnson does, meets him square, and that's the end of Pete Johnson's going forward.
Reynolds led with his head, and he stays. 11th play in this drive coming up. Anderson will look and throw. Alexander does not get in. Dan Buns is the 49er who hit him at the half-yard line. We got to go again, and that's what Forrest Gregg has already said. Go for it.
Well, he's going to take a timeout because he wants to, one, he has fourth down. He only has one play. He wants to, one, talk about it, and two, make sure that he's making the right decision.
He needs a half-yard.
This was a great tackle by Dan Buns. He's a backup linebacker. Over the years, he has been a starter, but this should have been a touchdown here. When this is completed here, Alexander turns, and Buns was right there. Whew, that's great coverage.
Outstanding. Outstanding. That's what they have left. Just less than a yard. Forrest Gregg is quite a man, really. You hear a lot of talk about him being such a strict disciplinarian, and he admits it because he said, I've seen it succeed. Let's see if Kenny Anderson can succeed. They give to Johnson, and I don't know. The 49ers don't think he made it.
Who's on the bottom of that pile? Jack Reynolds again, number 64. Watch this. Now everyone gets low. It's goal line. Defense gets low. They beat them down there. The defense beat the offense. You see them, they got underneath the offensive line and got penetration. Watch these first moves to the defensive line when they're down low. Now Hacksaw can come over the top and stop the penetration.
There were a lot of folks on the bottom, and Hacksaw was on the top. That's a team effort for San Francisco's defense. 49ers lining up in their own end zone. A great goal line stand by their defensive cohorts. They lead 20-7. The give is to Ring. He gets out to about the 3 or 3.5. Glenn Cameron, the tackler. Let's look at that goal line play again.
Watch this again. Watch this play. All those white jerseys look like the whole 49er defense was there. And then watch after the play when they know that they stopped. And watch Ronnie Lott here, number 42. Look at Archie Reese. He's staying down there and exciting. He's the leader of that type of group.
They just flat beat him off the ball. The defense beat the offense off the ball. Second down for Montana and his offense. Ring again. Ring is tripped up and hit down at about the 8. Bobby Kemp, Cincinnati's tackler. It'll be third down.
He probably won't run a play. They'll wait for the third quarter to end. They'll just stay in the huddle until the gun goes off for the third quarter.
Now Montana already has headed for the bench as the third quarter winds down. And that's it. The gun ends it. 138 yards to 3, not including that last sequence by San Francisco in the third quarter. They lead 20-7. Big third down play. They need 3, 4, perhaps. Pat Summerall with John Madden. Solomon split out wide to the right as you look at the defense of San Francisco. Montana calls him. Ricky Patton in motion. Montana gives on a draw play to Cooper. He won't make it. Ross Browner was the first man to hit him. Jim Miller has had a good day. Mike Fuller back deep for Cincinnati.
The Bengals may have a punt block on here.
Not one of Miller's best, but it does take a good bounce, but right to Fuller. Not much doing as the 49er coverage is there quickly. Mike Thomas, the first man down. 44-yard punt. Super Bowl 16 is the football you're looking at with one more quarter to go. 13:58 remaining. Bengals have it at their own 44. They've been close a lot of times. They've scored only once. Anderson, the quarterback. Johnson gets across midfield down to the San Francisco 49. Jack Reynolds again the tackler.
Look at this statistic here, Pat, that the Bengals have led the National Football League in fourth quarter points. They've scored more points in the fourth quarter than any other team in the league.
San Francisco leading by 13. Second down for Cincinnati. Just across the midfield stripe. Anderson. Back quickly. Dean chasing. Anderson throws. He has Collinsworth. Inside the 40 to the 38. It'll be a Cincinnati first down. Willie Harper takes him down. We'll look at Collinsworth first, and then we'll show you the pass rush.
Here's where a 6'5" receiver, outside receiver, is really something for a quarterback. He can run those inside patterns against a zone, square his shoulders, show the quarterback his numbers, and Anderson can hit him right between the 8 and the O. I watched Fred Dean against Anthony Munoz. He's right there. Munoz has his hands in front and then pushes him to the outside just enough.
First down, Cincinnati. Ball at the San Francisco 38. Alexander wide right. Along with Curtis, they'll throw again. Dean is almost loose, throws down the middle. Dan Ross, the tight end. Another first down.
And we've watched a lot of films and tapes on Dan Ross, and he catches more balls like that that really aren't right to him. Watch, he's the inside guy here. Again, they're working against his zone. Push up, square around, show the quarterback your numbers, and then just slide a little to the outside.
I made a mistake about the first down business. It's about a foot short.
Yeah, that's good enough. That's
okay if it's good enough.
a good situation. It's like a free down.
I was going to apologize, but I won't.
Yeah.
Second down. Anderson down the middle. A lot of bumping, and a penalty marker comes down. I saw it coming. It was intended for Curtis, and it's going to be against Ronnie Lott.
Now this is an interesting one. If the ball is in the air, it's pass interference, and the ball will be spotted in the 15.
Number 42, defense, first down.
Haggerty called it pass interference, or one of his henchmen did.
Right, I was just talking about that, Pat. You see, if the ball is in the air, it's just on the left of your picture here. You see it right there. There's Ronnie Lott come in and got a bump before the ball got there.
That'll make it first down Cincinnati at the San Francisco 15. Clock running. Clock stop. Sorry. 11:42. Alexander goes out to the right again. Anderson goes back again. He is chased again. And he throws. Incomplete.
I don't know. That's a close one. He threw that one. There was no receiver in the area. The closest men were two offensive linemen. That really should be a penalty for throwing the ball away. The Bengals get a break here. Watch this pass rush. You know, watch. There'll be no one here in the picture except the offensive lineman. There was Max Montoya, number 65, and he's not eligible.
Don't they have something, the officials, that says if in their opinion he is trying to avoid a loss, that the receivers in the area don't really make any difference? I'm not sure about that thing. Second down. Ryder in motion to the right. Anderson looking and throwing. Ross has it just outside the 5. Carlton Williamson, the defender. Same old Ross.
We were talking about Dan Ross. He gets more balls thrown over his head, behind him, inside, outside. Now watch, he's working against Carlton Williamson there. Gives him a little inside move and look, then a little curl, and the ball was right there. That was a great throw by Anderson. That hit him right between the 8 and the 6.
Ross, as we expected, and as Cincinnati fans expected, I'm sure, has had another great day. 7 catches. Bengals out quickly. They've been to here before and got nothing. 2 tight ends. This is their short yardage formation. They give this time to Alexander. He's got the first down. It'll be first and goal from just inside the 5. Jack Reynolds on the bottom of the pile.
This is an interesting situation here and what Forrest Gregg is thinking. He's been down there before, as you said, has tried to run, really hasn't been successful. You know, again, with a quarterback as big as Anderson is and as talented as he is and as strong a runner as he is, I would think that they may have some type of option pass down here.
It's an old worn-out cliche that one team won the first half and another team won the second half, but it applies to this contest. 3 wide receivers this time on first down. We'll change the pace. Ryder in motion to the right. Anderson is going to throw and does. Ross, touchdown.
Dan Ross says he's going to keep that ball. They tried it the other way. They tried to run. That didn't work. They said, now first down, we're going to pass it in there. I watched Dan Ross. Again, that big target just inside the end zone.
It was Carlton Williamson who tried to strip the ball away. But Ross is indeed that big target. Reach. A very important extra point. Ryder holding. Reach is good.
Watch it again, a good release. He's right into Carlton Williamson. He makes a little basketball twist there and pivot, and boom, the ball's there right again between the 8 and the 9. Oh, is he happy.
What a throw from Anderson. Breach about set to kick off. This one he goes straight with to Dwight Hicks at the 4. Behind the way. Hicks still on his feet. Taken down at the 25 by Rick Rossano. And the Bengal fans who were so quiet in half number 1 have really come alive with good reason. San Francisco has had the ball 3 times in the second half. They ran 3 plays and punted. They ran 3 plays and punted. They ran 3 more plays and punted. It's 20-14, 49ers. Cincinnati 31-9 in total play. Montana this time, though, has some room to work with. Outside, it's headed for Patton. Nothing doing. Reggie Williams there as soon as Patton was.
We talk about the determination of linebackers, and Jack Reynolds, we know what he is. I'll tell you, did you see Reggie Williams there? Look, there is a man that is determined.
Penalty markers everywhere. Dan Audick, I believe, was the man who moved, picked up his hand.
False start, 61.
Bill Walsh is saying, what do we have going on here?
49ers totally dominated the first half, although Cincinnati did move the ball. Cincinnati's defense, we saw a minute ago that they score a lot of points in the fourth quarter. They also have allowed a lot. Of course, if you score a lot, the other team gets the ball a lot. Second down, 15 at the 22. Montana will throw again. Looking and does throw. Pass caught. Mike Wilson kept his feet in bounds. It's a 49er first down.
I'll tell you, over there, Brian Hicks was really upset with that. He thought, now, the big thing about this play is that the 49ers haven't had a lot of success in this second half. So now they bring Montana out here to throw the ball as opposed to being there, and then they just get up here and get an out right here on the sideline. But the big thing is run Montana, break containment. Now watch him. We'll see Montana roll out here. Mike Wilson is the outside guy, the deepest one. He runs the sideline right there. I think he may have been out of bounds, Pat.
It was very close. 9:46 left. Montana under pressure. Pass incomplete. Penalty marker finally goes down. Ken Riley. Going to be called against Riley. Intended for Clark.
Of course, Ken Riley is a real veteran of this team. 13 years experience. This is the first time that he's been in a Super Bowl.
Number 13, first down.
Let's watch him. He's covering Dwight Clark there. Clark stouts to the outside. Riley comes to break on him. Looks like to me he got there about the same time the ball did.
See what happened to Montana. Under heavy pressure from Eddie Edwards, he still got it away. And he's still trying to sneak a look and see if it was complete.